What would you do if your friend's abusive boyfriend hurt her, and you had the power to destroy his future? Back when the internet was still in its awkward teenage years, I was enrolled at my local junior college and living with my girlfriend Lucy to save on rent. One night, she said she'd invited a classmate over for a casual game night. Sure, sounded fun. That night turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Her friend Sarah was someone I actually knew from high school. We weren't close back then, but we got along fine. After that, Sarah started coming around pretty regularly. Dinners, game nights, movie marathons. It was like she'd become part of our little friend circle. Sometimes she'd bring her boyfriend Jay, and let me tell you, the guy always felt off. He never talked much, didn't engage with anyone, and just radiated this I hate being here energy. We invited him to be polite, but nobody really wanted him around. Then one night, everything changed. Sarah called Lucy late, crying. She asked if she could come over. We said yes without hesitation. When she arrived, she looked shaken. She told us Jay had accused her of cheating on him with someone at our place. He didn't even say who, me, Lucy, both of us? It made no sense. Then she told us what happened. During the argument, he lost it, started screaming, calling her awful names, and when she tried to leave, he physically shoved her. She tripped over a coffee table, landed hard, and bruised her back. Lucy later told me the bruise was massive. Sarah swore it was the first time he'd ever put his hands on her, that it was just an accident. But I was livid. I'm not a violent guy. I've never been in a fight, but I couldn't let this slide. And that's when the idea hit me. I worked in the school's administration office. As a student employee, I had access to things I probably shouldn't have. Student IDs, class schedules, fee records, including Jay's. I looked him up. The deadline to add or drop classes without penalty was days away. So I did it. On the final day, using the office enrollment phones, I dropped all his classes. Then I added as many random classes with extra fees as I could. Here's the kicker. Jay was a foreign student. If he wasn't enrolled in enough credits, he couldn't legally stay in the country. A week later, Sarah mentioned he showed up to one of their shared classes and found someone else in his seat. The professor took roll, and Jay's name wasn't on the list. He argued, but the teacher just asked him to leave. Sarah said she never saw him in class again. Eventually, I checked. His schedule was completely empty. Maybe he got kicked out. Maybe he had to leave the country. I don't know for sure. But I do know one thing. He never got to lay a hand on her again. So, did I take it too far? What would you have done if you were in my shoes? Let me know.